1925, a young anatomist in South Africa announced he had found an early ancestor of the human family, the fossil skull of a child. The experts didn't just doubt him. They ignored the discovery for more than 20 years. It began the year before in a limestone quarry at Taung. Workers were blasting rock for lime when one block gave up a fossil. It reached Raymond Dart, an anatomy professor in Johannesburg, inside a crate of stone. In it he found a natural cast of a brain turned to rock and the face that once sat in front of it. He spent 73 days freeing it with a sharpened knitting needle. What emerged was the skull of a child, about 3 years old. Its brain was small, no bigger than a chimpanzee's. But the teeth were almost human, the eye sockets faced forward, and the spine met the skull from below, the mark of a head balanced over an upright body. Dart named it Australopithecus africanus, the southern ape of Africa, and published it in the journal Nature in 1925. This, he said, was a human ancestor. And that was the problem. In 1925, almost everyone expected the cradle of humankind to lie in Europe or Asia, and a large brain to come first. A small brain child from Africa was the opposite of what they wanted. Britain's leading anatomists brushed it aside. A young ape, they said, nothing more. There was another fossil in the way. For years, England had celebrated its own earliest human, Piltdown Man, dug from a gravel pit in Sussex, with a big brain and an ape-like jaw. It was exactly what the experts believed an ancestor should be. Beside Piltdown, the Taung child looked wrong. Dart had one determined ally, the paleontologist Robert Broom. Over the next 2 decades, Broom pulled adults of the same creature from the caves at Sterkfontein and Cromdery, grown Australopiths that could no longer be dismissed as a single odd juvenile. In 1947, the British anatomist Wilfred Le Gros Clark examined the evidence and declared Dart right. That same year, Arthur Keith, who had led the doubters, admitted he'd been wrong. And Piltdown? In 1953, it was exposed as a forgery, a human skull joined to the jaw of an orangutan, stained to look ancient. The fossil that had made Taung look wrong had never been real. Raymond Dart had read it correctly in 1925, decades ahead of the consensus. Humankind began in Africa. The Taung child still sits at the University of the Witwatersrand, the little skull the experts rejected, and the one that was right. Follow for more real stories from Deep Time.